Dale, we got the reverb on. It's the Von Trapp family. We've come to perform. Your brother broke his ankle. It's not fun to make fun of someone with a boot on. I'll start since I'm the youngest and most attractive. You don't know how much I look up to you, Heidi. 50 looks great on you, and this is from your brother, so it's a compliment. It also is a little weird. But my whole life I've always looked up to you because you moved out before I was even sentient. Like before I remember anything, you were already living in an apartment with Dale and living like this party life where you were just drunk all the time and like making cool kids, and like, you had the dog Colby, and I always looked up to you because you were always so much more, I was gonna say mature, but that's not the word. Just older, I think is the correct. You were always older. You always looked older and acted older. And... Okay. But I always looked up to you because, Heidi, I want to point out that you have one of the most incredible families that I've ever had the privilege of like witnessing. Your kids are incredible, and that is a testament to you and who you are and what you've done with your life. And you and Dale together are just this incredible team, and it's been inspiring to me and to my relationship with my wife and hopeful future family and that sort of thing. But the fact that you two are so good and you are so good as a mom and you've raised these incredible kids is a testament to who you are and what you've been your whole life. So I love you so much, and I don't get to say that often enough, and I love doing it in the backyard of a stranger's house. But now we're gonna sing. You're incredible. You're incredible. Thank you very much. And now to the next oldest. Helena.
Okay, I'm the one with the deeper voice.
No, let's change this up. Let's change this.
Let's bring the room down a bit. Here. I'm a little taller, so it's a little better. Check 1, 2. So, in all seriousness, I like to tell stories, especially with my kids. They're usually pretty funny, or at least I try to make them funny. I didn't really want to... I thought about that a lot over the last couple of weeks, like, I gotta come up with a funny story. But I didn't really want to go that direction because this is a special day. I'm being serious, so you really need to stop laughing. No, but seriously though, I don't really want to tell a funny story because I have a lot of them, and a lot of them end in disaster with you. But no, I'm just kidding. That was actually a joke, you guys. So anyway though, in all seriousness now, I started a little bit later with having kids. And as I was growing up, Heidi was always a little earlier, like age 16, and you had sex at like 14. No, but anyway, no, it's much older than that. But no, I was a kid, and I would look up to you, and you got married, and you had kids, and for a long time it was you just seemed much older because of that, right? Because you started life and you jumped right in. You and Dale worked your butts off, and you have amazing kids. And I got to see that and witness you as a great mother and a great parent. And these kids, I mean, I'm looking at Anna and Jacob.
Just me.
What the heck? I still see them as like 6 and 7 years old. I don't know how they've become adults already, but yeah, we don't talk about that. But it's amazing to witness it. It's amazing how quickly it has gone. But I guess what I'm getting to is when I started having kids, I finally understood it. I finally understood life from a completely different perspective, and you paved the way. You really did. I've learned a lot from you without even knowing it until I started having kids, and I finally understood what it is that you've been telling me all these years. I mean, even what I was missing. I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'm not ready. I might not have kids. Just back off, I might not have kids. Well, I had kids, and I've got 4 of them, you know? And it's awesome. I started a little later, right? So you're already like, your kids are out, you're partying. I did that in my 20s, so I'm in the thick of it right now, right? So I'll be like 70 by the time the kids are moved out. And then I'll start partying, so then I'll join you. But although I did get a little bit of a late start, you paved the way, and it's been amazing to see. So I can only hope that my kids are just as amazing as yours, and I'm as good of a parent as you, and I can glean from you and take as much advice as possible, you know, along the way. It's been awesome to witness, and you've been a hell of a good big sis, and I'm proud of you. Happy birthday. I love you very much.
I'm the shortest, but I'm the normal one. So, I'm Helena. I think I've met most people here. I'm the child that left because I could not get far enough away from my family. Just kidding. But I did live in New York for 15 years, and in that time, that's what I needed to become a person, to become, normal for me. And my sister and I weren't always really close. There were these years where we just didn't have anything in common because she had kids really young and I was off in New York drinking, I guess, I don't know. But I guess what I'm here tonight to say is that I had this really weird night in Vegas like a month ago. And I've been told to tell the story and not to tell the story. I'm going to opt against it, but no, I'm not going to tell the story. But the first person I called on the way back from Vegas was my sister, and she happened to be sitting with my parents, so they heard the story too. But Heidi is like my first call now. So, you know, all those years that we may not have been close, she's now, you know, she's like my sister. But I think the most important part of my life, of course, is my family, my 2 beautiful daughters who are running around here. And I wouldn't have them if it wasn't for my sister. When I encouraged her to follow a small dream of becoming a doula, I don't know how many years ago, but it must have been just a psychic thing on my part, like, oh, because I'm going to need a doula eventually, and I won't have to pay somebody, it'll be my sister. But it was a complete and total miracle for me to have my daughter on my sister's birthday. I don't know if everyone here knows, but my 6-year-old turned 6 yesterday on Heidi's birthday. So Heidi was there, one of the very first faces that Azora saw when she came into the world. And then a few years later, when we decided to have Alice, Heidi was also there. And the thing about Heidi that everybody here knows is that she will jump on a plane, she will answer a phone call, she will come to you, she'll come to your bedside, she'll send you a check, she'll do whatever she can to support you and to love you and to express that love for you. And so I think the strangest thing for me is the fact that my 2 daughters are the exact same split as my sister and I. We are 3 years and 11 months apart, and so are my daughters. And so to be able to watch them grow up together and encourage them to become and stay best friends the way I am with my sister is just a complete miracle for me. And the other thing is I have so many cancers in my life. And the thing about Heidi that I've learned is that cancers are all heart. They are all heart and all love. And I just feel like I'm in a cocoon of love having my sister and my 2 daughters and my family around me. And Heidi has taught me so much about loving, how to be a loving parent, how to be a loving sister, and I didn't really learn how to be a loving daughter from her, but maybe she's learned from me. Thanks, Heidi, I love you. I was kidding, you're a good daughter.
50 more years. 50 more years.
Woo! I was kidding. You were a good daughter. No. Grandma, I'm still videotaping. So my mom heard that. No, I mean, Helena really didn't think that was, at one point, she didn't think that was the case.